You get out what you put in. Never gonna lose, never gonna win. Long as you're happy, you're always gonna grin. You get out what you put in. You get out what you put in. Never gonna lose, never gonna win. Long as you're happy, you're always gonna grin. You get out what you put in. You get out what you put in. You get out what you put in.
And we are live! It's Monday! It's the BizFest Takeover. Hello, guys!
How are you doing, Ashley? You alright?
Yeah, I'm absolutely
We never
fine.
match your energy, do we? We never match your energy. You are, yeah.
No one
We're
does.
all there,
No one does, unfortunately. You want to have a word with my wife? She absolutely hates me some days, especially really early in the morning. So, how's everything going at BizFest HQ?
Yeah, really good, really good. Because was it last Monday we weren't on the episode, were we? It's just, Ashley, the closer we get to the event, everything is just going at 100 miles an hour.
But we are both on brand today, so...
Second
Very gorgeous, very gorgeous.
But yeah, we're flying. We're well over 70% full now in terms of floor space sold at the show, which is exceptional considering it's a launch event. Also, as well, one thing I do want to highlight on the podcast today. Obviously, you know, networking, Ashley. They're a tremendous organisation.
That short guy, Chris. Is that the guy you're talking about?
yeah, he's very short.
Yeah,
Chris Bentley,
the Southwest leading Richard Osman lookalike. But we're going to be sponsoring Networking's next event, which is on the 14th of March at the Ludo Sports Bar in Exeter. So it's going to be a tremendous event. It's day network and some evening networking thrown in there. So if anyone's interested in getting a ticket, they are ridiculously cheap. And if you name drop BizFest Southwest, you will get a discount. So everybody's welcome. Come and meet loads of new people, have some fun networking. And yeah, it's going to be the place to be on the 14th of March, isn't it? What 100%. Day is that? Is that a Friday?
It's a Friday.
Oh, it's a Friday as well.
Friday. It's 3:30 p.m. It kicks off. There's going to be some networking. There's going to be a panel session with myself, John Harvey, Katie Scott, and James Court. So we've got a panel of 4. We're just going to be talking about kind of the power of networking and how it's kind of helped all of us. And then there'll be some drinks for those
who want
to partake.
I'm just checking my diary. I'm not sure. Maybe
if you're free, we've got a free ticket for you. We've got a free ticket for you.
Okay. I'm trying to find a photo of me and Chris Bentley because I had a photo taken with him. All right, and as you know, what I make up for in energy, I lack in size. And so I stood on something and made Chris Bentley look short, but I can't find that photo now. So
love it.
Keep an eye out. And this is great. The thing is, right, you guys are partnering with some really cool people.
Yeah.
And doing all the networking. The last we met a couple of weeks ago at the amazing Buffy Castle. And are we having another event? Is that right? Just for the exhibitors only?
We are. So 20th of March, exhibitor networking happening again at Dartington Trust or Dartington Hall. We have the fantastic Katie White, who's going to be looking after us there. I have to give a shout out. I don't do this very often, but just going back to Bobby Castle, Mel Pascoe
wasn't she brilliant?
Just absolutely fantastic. Just so good. And again, you being the LinkedIn man, I don't put recommendations out there enough for people. But as soon as I came back to the office, I had to write a recommendation for Mel because she was just 10 out of 10. And I have no doubt Katie is going to be exactly the same as well. But yeah, I just wanted to give that shout out to Mel.
But just on that note as well, just very quickly, because I know we're against the clock here, Ashley, with these pre-show networking events, it's very uncommon in the event industry for event organizers to put anything on that's going to cost them money for the benefit of their exhibitors and their sponsors and their partners. Exeter Science Park was good. Exeter Science Park was phenomenal. Bovey Castle just blew it out of the water. So many people told us it was the best networking event they've ever been to. And I know that's quite a throwaway comment to mention on something like this, but you were in the room, Ashley, you felt the atmosphere with Andy Gray doing his magic. It was phenomenal.
Yeah.
And we've already had, I'm not going to name drop anyone, but we've already had several exhibitors tell us that they're now working with each other. They're actively doing business with each other. They're generating revenue from the show. And it's not even happened yet. So again, to be crystal clear, we're about... that was a highlight of the day.
That was a highlight.
That's the thing, right? That's the thing.
We've got about 30% of stand sales available. There's still plenty of time to get involved for the final pre-show networking event. So reach out to me, LinkedIn, Jamie O'Neill, or go to our website, businessfestsw.co.uk, to find all the contact details, and just ring me up and let's have a chat.
Perfect. Right. Without any further ado, I got 3 amazing ladies in the green room. So I'm going to kick you out, guys, because I'd much rather talk to them. And I will see you. I will see you guys.
Your energy there.
I will see you next week. Cheerio.
See you next week.
Oh, my goodness. So who have we got coming in today, then? We have got Jemima, Leander, and Sam. Hello, ladies. How are you?
Hi, Ashley.
Good, thank you.
We're all good. High energy, Ashley.
Who's quaking in their boots now that I'm going to grill them? And I'm going to start off with Leander. Who are you? Where are you? What do you do?
I'm Leander. So currently I'm in Cornwall. I can be found anywhere across the UK and Europe at times. I run a bookkeeping and accountancy business based down in Cornwall, where we've got a team who will help you simplify your business, understand what you need to know. But the main thing that we work on is helping our clients achieve their dreams. So I live on the road. I travel all the time. I'm remote 90% of the time. I'm currently building a fire engine to travel in. So if I can live my dream, why can't our clients?
Currently building a fire engine to travel in. Oh my goodness, we're going to dig into that. We're going to dig into that. Sam, tell us you're not building a fire engine. Who are you? What do you do?
I'm not. I'm actually, though, in our home self-built office at the bottom of the garden that my husband built. So, yeah, we're handy in very different ways. We'll have to talk fire engines. I'm intrigued. So I'm marketing director at Hatched Agency. We've only been going about 7 months. We're a creative brand, digital and marketing agency, but already award-winning. Really excited about being part of the show. So we work with businesses across the Southwest and beyond to help supercharge their brand, their marketing, their digital, from apps and websites to strategies and campaigns. We do it all. So yeah, all good fun.
Fantastic. Right. While I'm chatting to Jemima, all right, I need you to go and have a quick look at my branding, and just because I'll pick on you, and I get a bit of free advice in a sec, so that's fine. And I do have
no such thing as free advice, Ashley. No such thing.
Skin and broad shoulders, so I'm absolutely fine. Jemima, last but by no means least, how the devil are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Good.
Jemima, I work for Instant Marquees in Cornwall. We manufacture pop-up branded gazebos. But alongside that, we also print flags, banners, any kind of promotional branding. It's all made in our factory in Cornwall. So if you've got something you want us to make, and we have the means of doing it, we will do it.
Awesome. So when I saw Instant Marquees, we got to be really, really honest and open here. An hour ago, you didn't even know you were going to be on this show, did you?
Yeah.
So thank you so much for stepping into the breach. I'll do a quick shout out to all the people that are commenting. So if you're watching and you've got any questions for any of these lovely people today, then please, Peter is literally just down the road. You could come and join me if you wanted to, Peter. We've got Daz is also in Cornwall, and I'm not sure where Matt is, but hi guys, thanks for coming in and saying hello. So we're all business owners, and we all set up our business so that we could do marketing and bookkeeping. That was the only reason I set up my business. So Leander, what sort of mistakes are we making with our bookkeeping?
Consistency, not doing it enough. All the little things that like we leave it to the last minute. So hopefully, if you are not VAT registered, you have heard the words making tax digital. These have been branded about for years. Like we're talking pre-COVID. Pre-COVID, we were having this discussion with our clients. So come next year, everybody is going to have to do bookkeeping at least quarterly. And you will only have a certain amount of time after that quarter to get your return into HMRC, like VAT registered businesses do at the minute. So it's important that we start getting into the habit, and that's all it is changing our habits of doing it now, or weekly or fortnightly, as opposed to leaving it to the last minute. Because come next year, what you're going to have is you're going to have your 26 tax return to complete, and you're going to have to start doing quarterly returns to HMRC if your turnover is over £50,000.
Right. Okay. That is a great message.
And getting into a great habit.
Yeah, and a lot. I'm all about habits. It is important to get into a habit. I'm lucky because I have an accountant, so she keeps me in check. I had an email. I've been away, so I've got all these receipts. They're here somewhere. I put them somewhere. I've lost them, but I need to process them today because she sent me an email and you've got to do this. So I think that's the cool thing is making sure you've got somebody to help you. Right. The other thing that we struggle with is marketing because nobody wants to sell themselves, do they, Sam?
Oh, do you know what? It is absolutely the hardest thing, and it's
harder than bookkeeping,
and also. Yeah. Oh my God, no, absolutely not. No, yeah. I like you have an accountant. Yeah, no, definitely not my forte. So I am all about finding the things that give you joy and that you're good at and focusing on those. And for me, that's absolutely marketing. So, you know, we've been delighted to partner with our clients and help them. And really, it's, you know, as Leander was just saying, actually habit is part of it. And one of the biggest things that I notice is that, you know, particularly when teams are small, time is short, budgets are tight, right, more than ever, it's very easy to activate a campaign or put something live and go, right, done, on to the next thing. And actually, there's a whole goldmine of information in the data that you get. I mean, now we've got data everywhere, so it's almost a bit data overwhelm. And for somebody who hates numbers, this is incredible. But the truth a lot of the time is in that data. And I had an ex-boss and a mentor at MasterCard where I worked in the global marketing team who said, you treasure what you measure. It's not just about doing something and moving on. It's about carving out some time in our increasingly busy lives to make sure that you go back, you look into, did it work? Did it achieve its objectives? Did it talk to the right people in the right way? Did the leads that came in or the sales that come in match your expectations? Were they the right people getting in touch? Was the traffic to your website what you were looking for? And it's only by going backwards and looking at that you can know where to best invest your money going forward. Treasure what you measure.
No, absolutely love that. So yeah, so it's making sure. And I guess Leander, this comes to you as well, doesn't it? We've got to measure everything as well, haven't we?
Yeah, because there's no point in you knowing what your business did 9 months ago. You can't make a decision based on that. Like all of our clients, we work with weekly, fortnightly, monthly, so that their bookkeeping's done. So that if they ring us up and say something as simple as, "I want to buy a new van for the business," or "I want to take a dividend out and I want to go on that dream holiday to Disneyland with the kids," yeah, we can answer that question in the real time. It's not backtracking and trying to sort it out. And I think that's the difference unless you're measuring those figures of where you are and working out where you want to get to. And that might be, and it's not about, it doesn't have to be financial. This can be down to as little as, I want to do the school run every day. I want to take all the school holidays off, or I want to buy a house that's X, Y, and Z. So everybody's dream is different, whether it be financial, a physical achievement, or just a lifestyle achievement.
Yeah, sure.
And you only get there by where you come from.
Got a quick question for you. I was chatting to a friend this morning. I did a networking event this morning, and we're chatting, and he's looking at buying a camper van so he could run his business from the camper van and travel a little bit. Is that tax deductible? Can he put it down as the business?
Okay, so that depends on whether he's going to hold. It's just purely to be traveling doing the business. Is it branded? Is that part of his business? Is that part of his brand and how he's doing it? So if you have a look, a plug here, Event Tailor on social media, you'll see that our fire engine is part of our business. We are building a brand around that fire engine. We're building a brand around that family. So that is part of a business expense. If you're just buying a camper van so that you can go traveling during the school holidays and work away, that's not a business expense.
Right.
But as with everything, caveat is, any questions that are asked, I give a generic answer, but if you need a formal answer, then reach out.
He can get in touch with you.
Yes.
Yeah, superb. Right, Jemima, it's your turn. It's your turn. So I'm sort of like thinking, I don't need a pop-up marquee, but I've got a stand at BizFest, because we all have, haven't we? Hands up, who's got a stand at BizFest? Yeah. And I'm going to be asking you why in a second. But would you be able to do anything for my stand so it doesn't just look like a shell?
Yes, I can. I can make backdrops for the stands. I can do flags, banners. I can do the pull-up cartridge banners that a lot of the exhibitions use. Or if you've got, like I said, if you've got an idea that you want to do, because we make everything in-house, you say, I want a banner that looks like this shape, this size. we can work together. And
what's the lead time? Because I've got another exhibition I'm going to in a month.
Yeah, at the moment, it's about 2 weeks.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Stay on afterwards, will you, please?
Come March, the factory starts getting very busy. So, we have to give the lead time when people order. So it's best just to get the orders in early, so I can.
Yeah, perfect. Right, stay on afterwards.
Nice.
We need to have a chat. And so you're doing this just locally or nationally or internationally? How is it all working?
No, we're national. We have clients all over the country. A lot of agencies we work with. But I would like to bring business back into Cornwall. I'd like to hit more sort of Cornish clients and start bringing it back. I love Cornwall. I was born and raised here, and I just love the whole how businesses like to work with the other businesses in Cornwall, how close knit the county is. So that is what I would like to do this year. Perfect.
Do you work with any of the local schools and colleges?
Yeah, we do a few bits. We do. We also print rash vests for like the surf competition rash vests and sailing bibs. We do a lot of sailing bibs for the colleges. They do we work with the RYA as well and do a lot of bibs for them. So yeah, we do.
Yeah, perfect. And you said you manufacture all locally as well.
Yeah,
that's brilliant. So many people push the manufacture somewhere else. So well done, you. What sort of things can we learn from manufacturing locally?
Well, it's much more sustainable because a lot of people pull things in from China. So we are definitely more sustainable with the transport. I think it's just it's rare to find now. I think we're quite, it's rare to find a factory that actually makes in the UK. So I just think it's a great thing. I love, I love the fact that I can boast about it.
Yeah. And you should do. You should do it. It's very important. And there's more than just clotted cream coming from Cornwall, isn't there? I can say that because, as you know, I used to live near you. So I'm an adoptive Cornish guy as well as being an adoptive Devon guy. Right. So come on then. We're all going to BizFest. Why have you booked a stand at BizFest then, Leander?
So I have been told by Stacey that we can do one event this year that we can get the whole team to. So we picked one in the Southwest because we know that people are not everybody's aware that Making Tax Digital is coming. And I don't understand why everybody's not shouting about it and why bookkeepers and accountants don't all have their clients ready to go. So we want to make sure that everybody from the smallest business to the biggest businesses know what's coming changing in the next 12 to 18 months, and they can come and ask their questions.
Perfect. And
be there to help and support.
You're bringing your fire engine?
I'm not bringing my fire engine. Okay, I'm not bringing my fire engine. That's currently unable to drive at the minute. It's drivable, but unfortunately we're waiting on a registration doc from DVLA, which is like waiting on something from HMRC. So
yeah,
could be a while.
Could you not put it on the trailer? There's bound to be someone going to BizFest near you who've got a trailer. I bet we can make that happen. That would be so good.
I'll have to ask Ben if he wants to have a day off from doing the conversion.
Yeah, absolutely. So Sam, why have you got a stand at BizFest?
Well, new agency. What better way than to get out and meet people straight off the bat? So, and I mean, let's face it, it's so lovely actually being face to face. It makes such a big difference. Attending the first two pre-event meetups that the guys organised for BizFest Southwest. I mean, they just blew me away. I've worked in, global marketing, done large scale events for more years than I care to think of. I've never had anything like that, a pre-event networking. And it was phenomenal. I mean, Gemma and I have been chatting offline and also a few other people as well. So, if that is just a little taster of the quality of the event, we're going there to grow our business and grow our networks. I think we're already off to a great start. So, just being able to chat to people and it's not just all about winning business as well. It's as I say, building your network. I mean, it was wonderful to meet some other agencies like ourselves who are going to be there because you thrive off exchanging ideas, and sometimes you have capabilities that another can't do, and you find that you sort of link up that way. So yeah, really looking forward to it.
No, absolutely. And Jemima, you're looking forward to it because you'll be able to see all the stands that you've provided, aren't you?
Yeah, we do a couple of we do one other exhibition, and it's just an amazing way to expose our products because we don't get to do it very often. That's why I said to Jamie, I need a big space because I want to bring all my products and show them all off.
Yeah.
I said there's no point in me getting no point in me exhibiting unless I can't show them off. And when we went to Bovey Castle, is it Bovey Castle or Bovey Castle?
Bovey. Because it's very close to North Bovey.
Yeah.
Which is near Bovey Tracy. So yeah.
Okay, all right. So it's Bovey.
I used to live there as well. I actually used to be.
Been around,
yeah, absolutely. I was a chef there. Many moons ago. Yeah, and the lovely Mel gave me a tour and met the chef. It was brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
She was lovely. She was
and
really
that room that we were in was the staff accommodation, and the very far corner, the very far corner was my bedroom. So isn't that bizarre?
Brilliant.
Yeah, small world.
So I hadn't actually signed the dotted line until after the castle. I just wanted to go and see what it was all about, but it just had such a great feeling about it. The people.
They should change the name from BizFest to BuzzFest because there's such a buzz about it, isn't there?
I know. It's and I just thought I came away from there going, I'm signing up. I'm doing it. Yeah.
Oh, great. So you went for the big stand space, Jemima, because that's the one you were eyeing up. Good position. Excellent.
Yeah, fantastic position. So hopefully, I just said to Jamie, I just need to make, need to make it back now.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we'll make sure you do because I could just feel it's just going to be a great event. And if we can get a fire engine there, how do we get a fire engine? I want to know about this fire engine because tell us a little bit about your John O'Groats trip and then why the fire engine. Because you're not mad, are you?
I don't know. Some people will say that I am. So the business is actually made up of two. You've got me and you've got Stacey. So Stacey likes to stay at home and go away adventuring during her summer holidays and school holidays with her family or swim teaching and do stuff. So she's like the kind of calm, level-headed one of us. I am known to be a little bit crazy, as I'm sure Ashley will vouch for. So back in 2023, we were discussing that we wanted to do a challenge. We wanted to give back. We'd had support from charities local to us through 2018 to 2020, where we had multiple bereavements, all pre-COVID. So we had 8 over 2 years, which has impacted our children and us as well, culminating in the loss of my mother-in-law. So we lost her to cancer in January 2020. Then COVID hit, so we couldn't do the travelling that we wanted to do. And then we decided that we were selling our house and we wanted to go and live an adventure. Which is what we are in the process of doing now. But what we did is in 2023, we hadn't sold our house, but there were some delays and we thought we can't wait any longer. We're going to cycle Land's End to John O'Groats, along with my 2 children, who at the time were 9 and 10. So we cycled Land's End to John O'Groats, set off on the 5th of April, raised over £5,000 for Cornwall Hospice, Penhaligon's Friends, Marie Curie Nurses and the Veterans Foundation, because me and my husband are both ex-naval veterans. Finished the day before Sophia turned 10. And in doing that, we stayed in campsites, we stayed in people's back gardens, we stayed in strangers' houses, but we've seen a side of society that had really been left behind, that in actual fact, there are kind people out there. We can all work together, we can all collaborate, whether it be in business, whether it be personal, and our children seen elements of life that they possibly wouldn't see living in Cornwall. So we went through the middle of Manchester, we went through canals, we went through the whole of the Highlands of Scotland, we cycled right through the middle of Glasgow on a Rangers Celtic football match. So if you're Scottish and you know those 2 teams, that was eye-opening for our children to see people standing outside the bars at 10 in the morning with a bottle of Buckfast. So they've seen a different life. We were able to give back, and now we're embarking. The house eventually did sell. We were going to buy a boat and sail around the world, but because we have my husband's elderly dad and I still have parents in Scotland, we decided to buy a fire engine where we can drive around the world, but in actual fact we can bring it back and live in it should we be needed to do caring and things, and it has a big enough cab that I can work in it wherever I am.
Wow, that is brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant. Mind blowing. What a great adventure, and what an amazing way to give your children so many valuable experiences. That is incredible. That is incredible. Has anyone else done anything incredible like that?
Oh
No.
God, I feel like
you all
such a
have.
loser now. Well, we took our kids backpacking round the Greek islands, which was quite fun because that was the
Sorry,
holiday.
did you say kids or pigs?
Pigs, yeah, not the pigs. No, the pigs stayed at home. I don't have pigs. No, I've got 2 dogs and a cat, but no, the kids, my 2 children. And I'm trying to think how old they were at the time. Probably about 12 and 14 maybe, and it was the first year that we hadn't sort of done a more traditional holiday, you know, as we think about it usually, you know, multiple destinations, on and off all the ferries, backpacks on our back. And we did try camping one night, but my back did not like that. I also a bit of, you know, luxury, well, not even luxury, just a toilet. So yeah, we didn't do any more camping, but we did have an awful lot of fun and sort of booked some places as we went, and it was just amazing. And actually what it did do is, you know, as you were saying, Leander, it does open up your children's eyes, especially when, you know, living in the southwest, it's not always the most cosmopolitan of places, even with Exeter and Bristol and Bath around. So just seeing, you know, different people, different ways of life, different modes of transport. And my son, when he did his A-levels, did go off and backpack around Europe with friends, and my daughter does her A-levels this year and is going to go on holiday with a girlfriend. So it's, you know, it has inspired them to travel more, and both of them are really keen to live, work and travel abroad, and I love that, and I hope they go somewhere really great so that we can go out and visit.
Holiday.
I just need to find a way to get a passport for my dogs now, you know, a European passport, unless they go longer. Yeah, and I can take the dogs with me, and then life would be perfect.
But we are so lucky living down here, aren't we? I think that's the thing. With this so much diversity just down in Devon and Cornwall. So yeah, very, very lucky. Can we sleep in your pop-up things, Jemima?
You could do.
If you're hardy enough, right, Jemima?
Branded
I possibly would, but I don't think Samantha would.
Not with her back. Not with her back.
They're waterproof, and if you tie them down well, they're very good against the wind. But yeah, it's entirely up to you.
Excellent.
Well, you could target it at music festivals, because, you know, when there were sort of teenagers and young people go along to music festivals together, and they've usually got all their little tents around a sort of pop-up marquee in the middle. You could, you know. Perfect.
We are here. We are here. So, if you've got 2 minutes, can you give me a quick overview of my marketing then, Samantha? Did you have a
the biggest thing with I did the biggest thing you know, with your brand is that it's true to what you do and who you are, because trying to be one thing and it not to follow through, I say, you know, we're here to sell beer. Unfortunately, not all of us are, none of us are, but if you're selling beer, be really clear that you're selling beer. You know, you are not you know, stopping global erosion, unless I guess it's all sort of zero emissions or whatever. But, you know, don't overpromise, and don't undersell yourself. You know, be true to what you're all about and what you're doing. Follow through on that promise as well, because that's the most important thing. Don't overpromise and underdeliver. And from the quick look I took at your branding, Ashley, I mean, it looks perfectly on brand for you. So I get that. Enthusiasm, energy. I mean, I love the color follow through as well. You know, commitment to yellow is awesome. So yeah, I think it's absolutely great. And if you are ultimately selling yourself and your knowledge, you put yourself front and center. I love it. Brilliant.
Yeah, you have to. And I think that's the difficult thing we have as business owners, is that we're sort of like, oh, no one's going to be interested and stuff like that. And if you don't, no one's going to know about you.
Exactly. Well, back to our reason for doing BizFest Southwest. I can't say it now. I'm thinking BuzzFest. Is, you know, that human connection. It's the most important thing. I love it.
Awesome. Right, we've got a minute left. All right, we're going to go around each of you, and I want you to sort of like pitch yourselves why I should come and see you on your stand at BizFest. All right. So, are you ready, Sam?
Okay, I don't mind going first. So you've got marketing, you've got brand, you've got creative and digital award winning by some of the finest minds in the business, all in one place. We'll see you there.
Boom, look at that. You've set the bar. Leander, your turn.
Accountancy and bookkeeping doesn't have to be boring. If you want to come and have a chat, whether it be on the beach, a swim in the sea, or a pint in the pub, we'll do it the way you want to do it, because at the end of the day, we're here to collaborate with you and help you achieve your dreams.
Fantastic. I found my receipts. They were in my pocket.
I'm sure there's an app for that, Ashley.
There is. I just didn't do it. I had no internet in Italy. Jemima.
Come and see us at BizFest Southwest. Pop in to Instant Marquees to discuss all things branding. May have a few sweeties on the store, on the pitch as well. So yeah, pop in and come talk to us.
Awesome. Sweeties. They've got to be Lindor chocolates. And then you won't get rid of me. Ladies, thank you so much for coming on the show today. And I know some of you, it was pretty short notice, but I hope you've had fun.
It's been great. Thank you for having us.
Great.
Awesome. And I will see you at Dartington Hall on the 20th of March, yeah?
Yes.
You
Awesome.
will indeed. Yeah.
Thanks so much. Thank you to everybody for joining us, listening in, and we will see you next week. Who have I got next week? I've got somebody here next week. It's down here. There we go. Oh, I brought the wrong one in. I brought yours in. Look, I've changed the banner for you guys. But next week I have got Lizzie from Busy Baking, David Lane from Find Larry, and Ricky from 2 Wham. So we're having a chat with those fine people next week. Thanks ever so much, everybody. See you next week. Goodbye.
Thanks, Ashley. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
You get out what you put in. Never